Hey, 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 let's have a good day. I need to turn my air conditioning off. What the fuck is up? It is your host, Erica Nalen, and welcome back to another episode of the Hangover series. Okay, motherfuckers, we are back in business. What I've realized about this microphone that I have is that it actually picks up more sound because I think since it's a good microphone, it can hear things better than before. So I noticed in the last episode that you could hear someone speaking in the background. And when I was editing it, I was like, holy shit, was someone breaking into my apartment? And I was just unaware. And then I realized it was just someone outside. So no one broke into my apartment, but it picks up conversations from outside. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I also feel like my room can somehow pick up outside noises more than any other area in our house. I can hear the sirens, but then when I go outside, I can't even hear the sirens. But from my room, I hear the sirens, I hear the people, I hear the music more than I think anyone needs to. I have this ginormous water bottle next to me because sometimes when I wake up, I am craving chugging water out of a large water bottle. Is this normal? I don't know. Is that a sign of dehydration? Possibly. But sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, I need a large water bottle next to me and I need to chug it. Clearly, I didn't do a good job. If you could see it, there's 1/4 gone, but you know what? I tried my best and I got 2 of them actually. They had a sale. You could get buy 1 large water bottle, get 1 for free. So sometimes I'm just craving large water bottles to chug. I don't know. It's something that I randomly crave once a month. And I think I'm dehydrated because of my actions this past week. So about a week ago, there was a holiday called Labor Day weekend, and we had work off on a Monday. We did not have work on a Monday. And I was like, I'm taking this weekend to fully relax, to just get some tasks done that I needed to get done, that I didn't actually accomplish all of them, but random things I needed to go through clothes in my closet. I needed to paint my toenails. I needed to just reconnect with myself and have just a wholesome weekend inside, trying to save money. I don't know if I accomplished that very well. My sister was like, I feel like you bought so many things this weekend. And I was like, wait, I was supposed to be saving money. But you're right. Because when I try to have a self-care night, for some reason that equals I need to go to Target and I need a new pajama set with a face mask, with an eye mask, with a lip mask, with a foot mask, with shampoo, with I need all these things to have the self-care night. And then I end up spending a ton of money. So I feel like it evens out though, because it's better to be spending money on self-care than bars, But I literally told myself I am going to have such a chill weekend inside. I am gonna do self-care and be inside all weekend. I don't even want to step outside, and if I do step outside, it's just gonna be to go on a really nice long walk. And that was my plan, and I did really fucking good on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. I did so good, so good. I think Friday I just went to Target, did self-care, maybe had some wine. Saturday just went on a long walk, did random things. And Sunday same vibes. Vibes were chill, vibes were up. Monday rolls around. I forgot that we had work off. I had no idea. I don't know how I'm never aware of these things. It's a little surprise, people are we don't have work tomorrow. And I'm like, what? We don't have work tomorrow? That's so lit. Why? And they're like, babe, it's a holiday. And I'm like, hey, had no clue. So didn't know I didn't have work, learned I didn't have work, and me and my friend planned a coffee date. We were like, let's go drink coffee and get some work done and just vibe out. So we did that. We went and got coffee at 11 in the morning. Is that even the morning? What is 11 a.m. considered? I know that it technically is the morning because it has a.m. in it, but now I'm like thinking it's not the morning. It's like the not mid-afternoon. I don't think I like the time 11 a.m. That's a very weird time. Like I feel like 9 a.m. it's like morning, and then 11 a.m. it's like kind of creepy. It's like 11 a.m. And then 12 is like lunchtime. And then 3 is also kind of weird because it's like, what do you do at 3 p.m.? What do you do at 3 p.m.? School gets out at 3 p.m. That was always weird to me. 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. are weird. They are weird hours of the day. But anyways, we went and got coffee at like 11 a.m., okay? We were being normal. We're getting coffee. We went to this place that I'm forgetting the name of, but it was super fucking good. I really wanted this specific breakfast sandwich that they had. It was made with like potatoes and shit, but they were sold out. We got coffee. We're working. We're being normal. We're doing so well. And we were there for probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And we were like, let's move to a new location to keep working and keep doing things and hanging out. But like, let's move to a new location and get some new like vibes in us, to get a new scenery going on. So we're looking at places around us, trying to think of where we should go. And all of a sudden, I'm craving a glass of wine. I went from like being so chill to being like, I want wine. So while we're looking at places, I'm telling my friend, like, I really wouldn't mind if the next place like happened to have wine or like an Aperol Spritz or like some sort of alcoholic beverage there. And she's like, yeah, no, I could have a glass of wine. Everyone can always have a glass of wine. So she knows like the perfect rooftop around the corner to get a glass of wine at. We go there. We have one glass of wine. We're being normal. My laptop didn't even come out of my bag. We are not working. We are just looking at the views, drinking wine, and chatting it up. And one glass of wine at this restaurant turned into 2 glasses of wine. I feel like it was happy hour or something. But I also don't think it was happy hour. But I feel like they had good priced wine, okay? That's hard to come across sometimes. A lot of the drinks here in Chicago, like one Cosmo or like one martini or whatever, is sometimes like $25 for a cocktail. I feel like $25 is like absurd for a fucking espresso martini. Like, why am I paying $25 for this? It's crazy. Sometimes like a glass of wine is like $22 as well. So when you come across a nice price like drink, like you have to have 2, because it equals the 1. I don't know. But it's hard to come across. Like, it's actually so crazy how expensive drinks here are. But anyways, one glass of wine turned into 2 glasses of wine. But like, we were still chill. We start oversharing. We start trauma dumping. We start, telling each other our life stories. She knows my birth story. She knows how my ex-boyfriend did some terrible things to me. She knows pretty much everything about me now because of that second glass of wine. There was also a wasp like flying everywhere, and I feel like I'm more afraid of bees and wasps. Like, I feel like I overreact more than other people, and I feel like I've brought this to our attention before, how scared I am of them, but I don't understand how people are so chill when they see like a bee or a wasp. I literally don't understand it. Like, that can sting you, right? And I actually almost got stung by a bee for the first time on this Friday or this Saturday or something. I think it was this Friday. A bee like literally almost stung me. Like, I felt its little stinger going into my finger, and I was like, freaking out. I've never been stung by a boss. I've never been stung by a wasp or a bee or anything of that sort, and I don't ever want to be. I feel like everyone has been stung by a bee, and they're always like, yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. And I'm sure it's not that bad, but like, if I can avoid it at all costs, I would like to. Also, don't bees die after they sting you? So why are they stinging us? Wasps? What the fuck? Like, it's kind of creepy that we have little bugs that fly around like wasps. Wasps are like the scariest of them all. But isn't it kind of creepy that we have wasps flying around and they can just like come up and sting us and then they go on with their day? Like, how does that even work? I feel like I live on like the most annoying street humanly possible sometimes. I also have this thing where I hate certain noises. My family has brought this to my attention. My sister was like, you literally like hate everything sometimes. Like, you hate when people chew loud. You hate when people like sing too loud. Like, you hate everything sometimes, like noises. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And that's something I should work on, but I don't even think you can work on that. But like, yeah, chewing pisses me off. That car outside, like, that just brought anger through my spine. The other day, someone was blowing leaves outside with a leaf blower, and it, like, angered me more than it should have. And I spoke to my therapist about this because I was like, why did a kind man blowing leaves anger me? It's not, like, the action of him blowing the leaves that pisses me off. It's, like, the sound of the leaves being blown. Like, I'm just like, can it shut the fuck up? Like, why is it so loud? I don't know. I hate noises, okay? I hate that beep that just happened outside. Am I normal? Does anyone else have this issue? Like, there has to be someone else that hates noises that are just, like, unnecessary. I'm really lost on anything I was saying because that car distracted me. Maybe that's why I don't like the loud noises, because once the loud noise happens, I'm, like, fully distracted. But 2 glasses of wine, I think, is where we were at. No, the wasps, the bees. They were flying everywhere at this restaurant, and it was scaring me. And I asked the server, like, have you ever been stung by a fucking wasp here? Because you guys have, like, 27 of them that are trying to sting everybody here. And he was like, yeah, I have been stung by one. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys need to get some, like, wasp traps or something. I don't know if that's a thing, or maybe we need to put some, like, syrup out for them. Do they like syrup? You know, maybe we need to get some sort of play area for them. You know, like we have play areas for children. Like, maybe you guys should make a play area for the wasps to hang out in. But then is that against, like, wasp code? Where do wasps like to hang out? Can someone tell me what the meaning, the reason we have wasps? Like, I am for the bees, and I know why we have bees, and, like, I am for the bees, but, like, what is the wasp's point? Is there a point? But 2 glasses of wine are had. I'm feeling tipsy. I feel like I've been getting, like, either really drunk really fast lately, or, like, I just seem to not be drunk. You know, it's like, who am I? And these 2 glasses of wine had me feeling drunk. And then we were like, should we move to a new location and get another glass of wine? Like, please. I think there's 4 glasses of wine in a bottle. There's no need for me to be having more than 2 glasses of wine, ever. So we moved to a new location at a new rooftop bar. I've never been to this many rooftop bars in my life before. And we go to a new location, and there's a party happening at this rooftop. They're like, are you here for the jungle party? And we're like, we can be. We can be here for the jungle party. They're like, you need to buy a ticket. I'm like, I cannot be here for the jungle party anymore. I would not like to purchase any tickets. But we go, we sit down. It was actually a really pretty rooftop. Wish I knew the name. I don't know the name of any of these things. By the way, I don't know the name of any of these rooftops. But we have another glass of wine and some French fries. We consumed food, thank God. And then that glass of wine turned into a second glass of wine. Like, why did I have 4 glasses of wine on a Monday? I don't know. And I think it's like 5 p.m. at this point. Like, I should actually never even be told that, like, I don't have work on a Monday. Like, nobody should have informed me of that. I should have been at home working that Monday. I should not have been out in the public where there is wine and rooftops and French fries available, because I will eat and drink all of them. I will eat all of the French fries in the lands, and all of the wine and the lands of Chicago. Rawr. Someone threw up in the bathroom at this bar. There was, like, powder all over the floor, confusion. A party is happening in the next room over, but we could, like, see in there. There's, like, a DJ. People were dancing. I'm, like, looking at them like, how do I get in there? how do I be a part of that party? Like, don't they want me in there? No one asked us to go in there. Then we leave. We're like, you know what? We've had enough wine. We're done. We don't need any more wine. Like, it's time to go home. And I don't know if you guys know anything about the lottery or the Powerball or any of that shit, but I have been super active in the Powerball this round, okay? The Powerball was at like $1 billion, and I think it got up to $1.7 billion, and no one was winning the Powerball. And I didn't even know that my family was this obsessed with the Powerball, but my mom and sister were texting me so much this week, like, the Powerball, no one won, the Powerball this, the Powerball that. Like, every other sentence was the Powerball is this, the Powerball is that. My family said they were having dreams that we won the Powerball and we're billionaires, and it was crazy. So I was like, we need to go buy Powerball tickets. I was buying Powerball tickets all weekend long, you guys. I think I spent like $40 or $50 on fucking Powerball tickets this week because, sorry, but when your family calls you and they're telling you that they've been having dreams that we're going to be billionaires and we're winning the Powerball, like, you take that shit seriously. And I was discussing with my family, like, hold up. If you guys win, like, I get like a decent amount of the money, right? And they're like, yeah. And they like had a plan of how we were going to divide up the money. Like, I feel like it's honestly wrong that we didn't win. And I was spending so much money on the Powerball tickets because the place across the street from us, Allie's convenience store, when I went to go buy a ticket, they were like, it's a $10 minimum. So I kept buying 5 tickets at a time. Then I wanted to like guess my own numbers. But we're leaving and I was like, we need to go get Powerball tickets. We need Powerball tickets. I was like texting so many people, like, did you get a Powerball ticket? Like, my family texting me, did you get Powerball tickets, was making me encourage the public. Like, after these 4 glasses of wine, people we were passing in the street, I'm like, did you get a Powerball ticket? Did you get a Powerball ticket? The thing is $1 billion. People are like, yeah, we got Powerball tickets. Like, you know who's buying Powerball tickets? The people. I was trying to think of something, but the people are the people buying the tickets. Yeah. There were a ton of people at this grocery store, whatever it's called, gas station. Okay. What do you call, actually? I call everything a gas station. Like, anytime I see a 7-Eleven or like any kind of store that is a gas station or could be a gas station, I'm just like, let's go to the gas station. And people are always like, this is not a gas station, Erica. Like, there is no gas here. And I'm like, well, then what is this? I mean, is 7-Eleven like not a gas? Why am I joking? Help. Is 7-Eleven like not a gas station? Like, I know it is a gas station in some states, but what are a market? Is it called a market? I don't know. There's one across the street from my apartment. It says 7-Eleven. No, they don't have gas, but I still call it the gas station. And people get really confused by that. Like, I think they're like, is she normal? Like, this is not a gas station. And I'm like, there's a gas station across the street from my apartment, and people are always looking at me weird. Let's get back on track. So we buy Powerball tickets. We bought a lot of Powerball tickets. We are convinced we are going to win. Some man ran into the store and I'm like, did you buy a Powerball ticket? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, what numbers did you pick? Show me. And he like runs out of the store and I'm like, what happened? Why didn't you show me what numbers you picked? I want to make sure I don't pick those numbers. Anyways, then we're leaving this gas station, whatever it's called, market thingy mabobber. 7-Eleven. We're leaving it and we just so happen to be passing one of my favorite rooftop bars that I have had countless fun times at. Like, it just happened to be there. I didn't even do this on purpose. Like, I didn't even know it was around the corner. And we're walking past it. It's called the Virgin Hotel. They have a rooftop. And one time I went there and they gave me like unlimited free tequila shots. So I feel like it has a special place in my heart. And it just so happened to be across the street from us. So I was like, shit, I've had 4 glasses of wine. Now the Virgin Hotels is in front of me. Like, should we go inside? And my friend was like, you know what? Sure. And I'm like, we don't even have to drink. Like, we should just go inside, okay? And we're in the elevator to go upstairs. And there's all these people. And they're like, are you guys here for the party? And we're like, what party? Like, of course there's a party here. But what party? We're not here for the party, but we would like to be involved in the party. And we get up there and there is like legit a party happening up there. And we had another glass of wine, so overpriced. I think one glass of wine here was like $26. Disgusting. But we had another glass of wine. We were feeling it. Like, I was actually like, whoa, I am drunk. And we were making friends somehow. And then people bought us shots. And I remember being like, I don't want this shot. Like, I do not want this shot. Like, I'm so good on a shot. Like, I have had too much wine. I don't need this shot. But they were like, bitch, we already bought the shot. And then it was like a green tea shot. And I think that has whiskey in it. So I was just like, whoa, this is a lot going on. I don't need a shot. But I had a shot because you can't really say no when it's like sitting in front of you. And yeah, then I went home after. I actually did go home, but I like literally don't know how I went from having like the chillest, most indoorsy weekend to going on a coffee date and ending up having like 5 glasses of wine and a shot and at a party at the Virgin Hotels. Like, I don't know how we went from coffee date to that. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. I had a good time, okay? Even though I had no intention on spending that much money that day, the world had that in store for me. The world wanted me to drink that much wine and be at the Virgin Hotels on a Monday. Who knew that parties happened on a Monday? I didn't. I had no clue. But I do know now that that is happening. That is what I did. I don't know, like, does anyone else have this problem where you accidentally end up at a rooftop party and then you're like, what am I doing here? And how did I get here? And how did I go from having a coffee date to drinking wine? Like, how did I get here? But I feel like I haven't even had that much time to like think recently. Like, having a 4-day work week is really strange because everything just feels miscombobulated. And that's kind of how I feel right now. Like, I feel miscombobulated. And I told myself that I wasn't going to DoorDash food this whole month. Like, I was like, you are not allowed to DoorDash food, Miss Bitch. I am Miss Bitch. But I really want to today. I really want Chinese food and boba. And I feel like I deserve it. I think I also have this problem where I just feel like I deserve everything sometimes. Like, I'm like, yeah, I deserve that coffee that I'm going to be purchasing tomorrow. I actually told myself I'm getting a coffee tomorrow morning. Or I'm like, I deserve to DoorDash Chinese food. Like, bitch, I don't deserve this, actually. What good have I done? I don't know. Just existing. I feel like I deserve things simply because I am existing. And existing in life is hard sometimes. But that was kind of all I had to share today because I have literally had no time to think any thoughts recently. And I don't even think I've been staring at the camera this whole time. I think I've been staring at random objects. I have like 4 piles of laundry that I need to go wash. But I think I'm going to DoorDash. Does anyone else DoorDash food ever? Like, I feel like some people don't DoorDash ever. And then there's people like me who are like addicted to DoorDashing. Like, if addicting to DoorDashing, if having an addiction to DoorDashing food is a thing, I have it. I have that addiction. It's just so nice. There's so many options. It's hot. It's ready. It's quick. It's delicious. You have leftovers. You don't even have to move a flinch an inch. You can DoorDash food and then hop in the shower, decompress, and then when you get out of the shower, you have all this food here. Like, name something better, because I don't know anything fucking better than that, Jeffrey. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that next week I have a week of thinking. I hope that I have words to say that make sense, because sometimes I know that I don't make sense, and that's okay. I also learned that apparently the Facebook group chat that I was talking about in last week's episode, like, you're not even allowed to share that. So I might get kicked out, and I'm scared and I'm sad that I won't be able to ever post my ex-boyfriends if I get kicked out of the group chat. I might cry. But, anyways, enough about me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy you're here. And I will catch you guys next week. Have a good week. Bye.